I'm the director here at Holocaust Centre North. We are currently sitting in the middle of our Memorial Gestures exhibition curated by Paola Kolar.
Memorial Gestures is the culmination of 3 years of a residency programme under the same name. Initiated in 2021, Memorial Gestures has been Holocaust Centre North opportunity to ask some really difficult questions, especially as we're moving into a time when we are losing first eyewitness accounts.
A number of questions shaped the Memorial Gestures residency programme. How do we foster a responsible culture of care towards stories of persecution, forced migration, loss, and their afterlives? Who will tell survivors' testimonies, survivor stories after they've gone? Who will tell those stories when they are no longer here in this moment of transition?
The artists are invited to spend these 9 months looking into our archive and working with materials that they think have contemporary relevance.
The power of this exhibition is that it shows the limitations of language in speaking about trauma. We turn to artists and their languages and their codes of expression to convey immaterial things like intergenerational memory. The works speak about absence, loss, trauma. They look at stories that have not been told before.
All of the artists have been incredibly generous. It's not easy to do this kind of research because for a lot of them it's very personal.
I am a textiles artist, but I'm also a community arts facilitator. A lot of my work has been inspired by my heritage as someone whose grandparents were Holocaust survivors. My work was about understanding their history, but also how it impacted me. When you come to a new country carrying so much trauma and you've been persecuted, how can you discuss it within a new society? I connected a lot with people who work within the textiles industry. There's something really powerful about knowing such different people from different parts of the world coming together, not actually able to always talk about what happened and how they attempt to rebuild their lives.
I'm a visual artist and I'm based in the UK. As part of Memorial Gestures, I'm showing 4 work. Heartlands is a very personal work. I visited the last concentration camp where my grandfather was incarcerated, and I filmed this place of past trauma. There's no visible sign of this past. I end up asking the last witness, the ground, the stone, the trees, to explain to me what has happened and what I can not understand. The archives held at the Holocaust Centre North are quite different than any other archives. I tend to work a lot with archival materials. What I found particularly unique, all of the archival material relates in one form or another to experiences of trauma. There is also a lot of resilience within the archival material, stories of people fully reinventing their lives in another country. So there is a lot of positive, but it always relates to trauma.
Working with archives was somewhat of a new experience for me, but immediately made sense in that my work often feels more akin to that of a translator or an editor than anything else. The way I tend to feel my way around the edges of what already is was a skill I could very much bring to the archives. Taking part in the programme has had such an impact on the direction of my work, because I saw methodologies, ways of being and working with source materials make sense within this new context. One of the unexpected discoveries was a profound experience of paradox within the archive. The almost dizzying proximity of past and present, or love and loss, for example, held in the same place. It was transformative.
This exhibition allows us to be physically confronted with Holocaust histories. I think a lot of people have come and seen this space as a space of reflection, possibly remembering their own families. But we've also had people who have just walked in and seen the relevance in a time when there's a global rise of anti-Semitism, right-wing ideology, a rise in racist rhetoric, anti-immigrant sentiment, and conflict globally. these artworks will allow us an engagement with the present that is informed by these very, very humanizing stories. A lot of Holocaust histories are remembered as these monoliths where the individual goes missing.
We started with a focus on artists, and I think we ended with a focus on communities, on survivor families, and how important it is to find new ways for those stories to reach as many people as possible. The exhibition enabled us to portray survivor communities as very diverse and pluralistic. We've got Jewish experiences, we've got queer experiences, we've got Romani experiences, we have Jewish LGBT experiences, we have Jewish working class experiences. So it's been really good to be able to work with our communities and with the artists to develop that aspect of our work.
This exhibition is not just an exhibition of loss, but it really is also an exhibition where there are bittersweet and hopeful moments. For me, it's been really emotional to see 3 years of work in one room. It's also been really special for us as an organization to be able to show our stories and the histories in our archive with a wider audience.
I am very proud to be the director of a Holocaust museum that is able to conceive a show like this, a show where culture of care, the practice of care, has been manifested through the work of the artists, our communities, and our team.